Hey, I'm going to pop on a brand new pair of lashes. This is our January Loyalty Box Girls Night Out lash. She's so cute, super fluffy, foaming lash. And I'm just going to go through the different steps of using a new lash. I'm going to make sure that I'm taking her off the box at the outer corner, because that's where I'm going to trim to make sure that she's fitting well. And if I pull or bend or whatever, something at the end, it's not going to matter because I'm going to trim it off. I'm going to get my compact and, not that one. Okay, this one. I'm going to get my compact and I'm going to decide how much I need to trim. So I'm just sitting here on top of my lash. I want the inner corner to come to my natural lash, and then I try to kind of grab where I think she needs trimmed. So I grabbed right here. So I'm going to trim. See how there's like kind of bigger clumps? I'm going to trim right at the end of that bigger clump, and we're going to see how that goes. Sometimes it's helpful to keep the look of the lash when you're trimming. So that's about what I'm trimming off. When you look at the lash and kind of go with how it's designed. So I'm kind of double checking my work. I'm going to need to take off a little bit more. Always better to trim a little, try it out, trim a little more. And I know that personally for me, if I am not sure if I need to trim, I probably do. So trimming your lashes is going to make sure that they stay on well and that they are comfortable, because nobody wants to feel like they have a caterpillar stuck to their face all day. Okay, so I think that's going to be pretty good. Oh, I'm so excited. Foaming lashes are my favorite. All right. So what I'm going to do is put some of our lash glue on the band. And you can see that it's white, but when I put it on the band, it's going to show up like an iridescent blue. And what I need to do is wait for that to get just a little bit tacky, because then it's not going to slide all over when I put it down. It's going to stay. While that's taking about 30 seconds to get tacky, I'm going to put on some of our Lucy's Lash adhesive liner. The liner that I used today was my eyeliner out of this palette, and I want just a little bit, because she's a new lash. Sometimes it's helpful to have just a little bit of a black eyeliner to help it blend, and it's also going to help it just stay really well and easy. So you can see it really didn't change the look of my makeup a whole lot, and I just stamped it on. Okay, so now she's darker, she's got some spots where the glue is starting to go clear, which is how it'll look when she's dry. I'm using my applicator with the bump facing out, because it's going to see how it's going to keep my hand right out of the way. I'm going to look down into my mirror and set it down right in the crease where my eyelashes leave my eyelid. Voila! So easy. Oh my goodness, I love this lash. Oh, she's so pretty. Way to kick off the new year with a fun lash. Okay, let's do the other one. So again, so this is our foam ink fibers, so you can just see how nice and fluffy they are. This one has a little bit of a curl to it. And I'm going to do the same thing, because do not assume that what I had to trim off of the first one is what I have to trim off the second one. Nobody is symmetrical. So again, I'm just looking down into, and sometimes if you, like, do you see how I kind of made it flat when I pulled it out of the box? You can take it and just kind of bend it back and forth. It's cotton, it's going to be flexible, but it's like a good pair of jeans. They're really good like the third time you wear them. And lashes are exactly the same. So again, I'm going to kind of grab where I think I need to trim. I'm using our lash scissors. They are nice because it's just a real easy, quick clip. But you can use any scissors that you might have. And again, I'm just going to set that on there. I think we're good. So there is our glue when she starts. And I think it's really helpful knowing when the glue is tacky, so that it's not, you're not getting frustrated, you're not having a hard time with that part of it. And you can see when I do this, I kind of start at the middle and work my way to the outside. And I'm just getting right down, right where I'm putting this is where I want that band to go, right down in this little, in that little spot. So wearing lashes with or without liner does not mean that they have to have a big liner. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be a big over the top look with the rest of your makeup. Okay, so again here, you can see it's getting a little bit darker. Look down. You can use your fingers or the applicator. In this one, I'm thinking I might have to trim just a little bit more. It's totally a comfort and preference thing, but I don't like quite how far this one is coming in. It feels funny. So because the glue hasn't dried yet, I'm just going to pull that off, and I'm going to take just a tiny bit more, this little, there we go. And then I need just a little bit more adhesive on the inside corner just to make sure it stays. So it's totally okay to like try it, pop it off, readjust. There, that instantly feels better. I don't feel it poking me. And I like how it looks better. So all I took off was this tiny little clump. But that makes all the difference when it comes to fit and comfort. So don't be afraid to be like, oh, it'll be fine, I don't need to mess with it anymore. It really will make a difference in how you wear your lashes. Something else you can do just to make sure that it is in place really well is just slide it over and give it a little squeeze. So I'm kind of sliding it up and around. And because it's not actually on my eyelid, I'm squeezing it to my eyelashes. And what that does is just gives it, make sure that you don't have a gap. I also sometimes like to close my applicator. Switch hands and do it on the other one. Close my applicator and just press it down. And there you have it. January loyalty box. Get them before they're gone.